What's up, everybody? How you doing? Bobby Simmons is in the building. As y'all can see, in the place to be, sitting directly next to me, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. One and Only Niqa Mor's in the building. Hey!
Hey guys, how's it going?
That's an introduction.
That was a great introduction.
For a queen. See?
Why, thank you.
There we go. And let me tell you something about this queen. This queen is doing damage right there, right now, out there in the R&B world. Y'all better understand. And not just R&B, but we talking about that tropical kind of, you know, can I say more reggae vibe kind of?
Yeah, this was definitely a reggae-inspired influence record, for sure.
Actually, Niqa's in the building with me right now, and you're going to hang out for a few minutes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So she's going to hang out with us for a little bit, but I'm just going to move y'all away for a minute or two while we gather ourselves together so we can continue to talk some more with Niqa. Don't disappear nowhere. Check it! Back, ladies and gentlemen, with my special guest, Niqa Mor's in the... Actually, what kind of name is that?
And that actually came from, in middle school, I was Niqa Mor.
Oh.
And then there was Nicki Minaj, who's obviously
right,
legend star. So I was like, I can't be a Nicki. There's already a Nicki. So Niqa kind of just came from, like, my friends used to call me Nico or, you know, Neek. So that kind of just... The Q is just, you know, for like a little pizzazz.
Oh, that's cool. That's real cool.
And I still kept the More and just got rid of the A and put the A with Meek.
Right. Just make it, you know, very...
make it cute, you know?
Yeah, make it unique so people could understand, like, who she is. Like, anybody that puts, like, a sexy tone at the end of their name like that, they're a star. Because, you know, right about now, your record is climbing.
Yes.
Damage is climbing. And does this mean you're going to come back?
I'll definitely come back. You guys have good hot chocolate. So.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's on the menu for anybody that wants to come through. Actually, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Long Island. I was born and raised in Rosedale originally, and then I moved to Long Island during like middle school. Right. So I'm 24 now, and I would say that I spent a majority of my time just living in Long Island, east, west. So I kind of just know all parts of Long Island, and that's where I'm from. Right. Ashanti, Mariah Carey.
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
R&B stars.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, I say Mariah Carey. I don't know about Ashanti, but you know, well, I'm not being. And now that we're on the topic of things like this, you know, and it's not being shady, nothing like that. You're an R&B singer.
Yes.
You're an R&B artist.
Absolutely.
And you know the competition is very steep out there. Okay. With like a lot of, you know, R&B singers. Now, on your track, we can hear vocally, you do your thing. Now,
dabble.
look, Niqa, don't try to sugarcoat nothing up here. Say to the audience, just say to them, you sing on your records, your songs.
I sing.
You do your vocals.
For sure.
Now, there's some people who don't do their vocals, Niqa.
Okay.
The competition is very steep out there, with particularly a lot of new R&B artists coming up, and even some from the past. But I'm sure the one from the past you admire because what the work they have done.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about the direction? Because you said you're an R&B artist, which means I'm sure you have some background in classic R&B, maybe early 2000s, probably maybe late 90s and stuff. How do you feel about the direction that R&B is going in now today?
I think today it's an interesting climate. I, for one, love that I was able to grow up in the era of 90s R&B, early 2000s, to see how like people incorporate it now into their style. And I think we're all kind of just trying to figure out what's the byproduct that comes from that era of music and how we can influence it with the things that we like trap or hip-hop.
Okay, I don't mean to cut you off. So let's talk about trap. What is it about trap that drives them so crazy about this form of music?
I think it's the energy. I think it's the excitement, the energy. It's just a different level of turn, and I think it's the soundtrack to partying. Right. And when you're out, you know, R&B is great and it's great, good feel-good music, but I think there's just like a different level of intensity. Have you ever seen like a Travis Scott perform live? Like they're like in the crowd moshing, like it's a higher energy level, and I think it's just more motivating for people in some ways. Right. I just think that it's just about your personality and your mood. Like I think it's always cool to have a turn up side and then like a turn down side.
R&B used to have us just partying and dancing. It never made us want to mash up or nothing like that, you know.
Right.
That's when them rockers where they drinking beer and smashing beer on their heads and just jumping in the audience and splashing water, you know.
For sure.
R&B was like we dancing. It was kind of sexy for us. Tell us a little bit about this song, Damage.
I appreciate it. Damage, I think for me, it was just a situation where it's my first time trying that kind of style. I'm Jamaican.
Right.
So, of course, it's like I always wanted to dabble with dancehall or reggae a little bit, but I didn't want it to come off like I'm trying to put on an accent or I'm trying too hard. I wanted to just be organic.
Right.
So I kind of took like an R&B approach to how I would do a dancehall song. And my friend that helped me co-write, Surfy, he was like, you should just try something different. And I think it's always great to have people in the studio that are like pushing you towards something that's just not in your lane.
Right.
Because I would not have this song if it wasn't for him to just say, yo, this is what we're gonna do today. Like, let's try it.
Exactly.
And we knocked the song out in like 15 minutes.
Really?
It was just like one of those like write real quick, jump in the booth, kind of just feel the vibe. It was a summer record, and I think in New York we have like brunch culture where everybody goes out to brunch and it's mimosas, every day parties, and we wanted something that was gonna fit that energy.
Right.
And we definitely accomplished that, and it's something that I'm proud of.
Know that Damage should be in your system, playing someplace, and even when you're on the runway. Speaking of runway, that's something that you have done prior.
Yes.
You've modeled. Can we mention that you've also modeled for a lot of people, particularly in one, Kanye West Wear?
Yeah, I was an extra for Yeezy season 3, so that was cool.
Right.
It was just like a random experience, but it was the season where he was looking for like diverse models to kind of just come and like kind of have like this movement. And I think it was definitely cool because it's the first time you're hearing the album in Madison Square Garden, and it's like that experience that I don't think anybody could even explain in words.
Right.
It was just like a lot of energy in the building that night, and it was a cool experience.
And that was your first time at Madison Square Garden?
I've been to Madison Square growing up, obviously seeing concerts, but that was my first time in a performance kind of way.
Right.
So that was definitely an exciting thing for me.
So how did that make you feel like, because you're up there and you see like this, because obviously it's Kanye West, massive of people watching you. What does that do to you?
Well, I think in that specific instance, it sets me up to know like I can go further than where I am. You know, like I'm looking, I'm on the floor area and I'm seeing people up there and they're doing their thing, and that's like, wait, I'm a part of this.
Right,
This is something that I'm in. So it just kind of just allows me to set the bar for myself. Like next time I'm going to be on the main stage. Yeah. So I was humbled by that experience.
Yeah, and not only come back to be on the main stage, but to be on the main stage to perform that song Damage. Yes. And also, you're working on an album. Are you finishing up a product now?
Yes, I am.
Tell us a little bit about this album and what it's going to sound like to us, because like you said, you are Jamaican. Are you full-blooded Jamaican or?
No, my dad's side of the family is from Jamaica, and then I have my mom's side of the family is from Dominica. Okay. But I think people get it confused with the Dominican Republic a lot. Right. There's totally a difference, but I'm West Indian in general.
But you know something though, but before I let you talk about your writing skills, because you've done some writing, we're going to get into that. But I'm just saying, me who've watched, I've seen the culture grown so much from the time that I've grown up, and I think it's a beautiful thing that the two rich cultures together and look what it produced. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think this is what we should explain and say to people, though we are living in some times now that hopefully, we can change that. Well, hopefully we can change that. But I'm just saying, for me, you explaining your background of your mother and your father, I just think having the two beautiful, rich cultures together, it makes something beautiful. And they know it. They know it because they seen you perform, they see you do your thing, and you're making music. And you're writing. Now, give us up. How did you actually get started involved in writing professionally? Not like, when you first started writing, but your first professional writing gig.
Well, my first professional writing gig, my good friend Casual, he reached out to me on Twitter and he's like, hey, I heard your project that you put out. It's dope. You have a good pen. Like, you should come to this session and see if you can just pen up something for this artist, I think that was working with DJ Khaled at the time. Right. So he's like, yeah, come in and see what you can do. He's like, if you do a good job, I'll give you $100 for the day, just to write. And to me, I'm like, this is my first writing gig. Like, he wants to pay me to write. So I come in and I write the song on the spot. And from there, he's like, you're dope. Like, you're, he's like, but I think you're an artist.
Right.
So from there, I'm like, okay. Like, I always, was pursuing being an artist at that time, but I was kind of playing both fields because I know songwriting is definitely a way in the door as well.
Right.
And then from there, with every job or situation that he's gone into, he's kind of brought me along. So right now, we're over at the Practice Worldwide. That's TV licensing,
right? Yeah,
commercials,
which is the thing now.
So yeah, my song is actually on like the premiere episode of The Hustle in Brooklyn on BET.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sitting here with my mom, and I wrote it. And we submitted it, but we don't know where it's gonna wind up.
Right.
I'm sitting watching TV, and I'm like, wait a minute, I wrote that. She's like, you wrote that? I wrote that. And it was just like a cool moment for my mom to just see like all the work and all the things I'm writing and I'm running around, and she's kind of like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that is.
What you say you're doing is what you're doing.
Yeah. So that moment you heard your song on the TV,
right?
What was in your head?
In my mind, I kind of just thought, wow, I'm actually good, or I'm actually doing this. I think for me, like the first time I've ever been on TV was when they premiered my song Romeo Must Die on BET Jams. Ooh. And I actually got to see my video on TV, in a lineup, and there were other artists that I respect in that lineup.
Right.
So that was the first time I'm like, wait a minute, this is so surreal. I used to watch TV and see people on TV, and now I'm on TV. And I just think that just like hearing yourself on the radio for the first time,
right,
you're going to have that feeling of like, wow, I can say I'm going to do something and speak it into existence, and it can actually happen. And I'm really big on just speaking into existence, writing down your goals and executing, and that anything you say you can do can happen.
Well, that's cool. And Janet Jackson is in a tropical vibe right now too with the new song with her and Daddy Yankee.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I'm saying you should get your pen together and be like, yo, Janet, we could put something together for you. She looking
Janet, call me.
Damaged when I first heard it, when I played it, and I was like, wow. I said, okay, so this is not something that, because I will quickly put down something that don't move me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And people who knows me or work with me know, like, that doesn't mean that you're not talented. Just to be clear between the difference of talented and just doing better. I don't want people to get like, oh, he just be disciplined. No, not at all. But when I heard it, I was like, oh yes, it moves me. And very proud to hear that someone like yourself is taking the time to be creative at writing. Right. And working with someone to help you produce something that's going to at least change the atmosphere. That's why I asked you the question about trap music. I'm not putting down trap music. Obviously, there's an audience like as rock and everybody else. It's a form that puts them into something. But I just think for R&B music, it's okay to blend everything, but never lose the
right.
The
and
feeling.
I think for me, with this new project, I'm really going back into my roots. I'm going back into like Donnell Jones. I'm going back into like Lauryn. Yes. I'm going back into those elements. I'm still gonna put a fresh new twist on it.
Yes.
But that's all I listen to. Like I would even think like with my page, my Instagram, like I always have like different schemes going on, and I've really been delving into just like the style, like dressing throwback, like thrifting, wearing the clothes, like really embodying that era that I feel like I missed out growing up.
Right.
I'm born in like 94, so I didn't actually get a chance to like be an adult and be a part of that era. We're looking at Destiny's Child, or we're looking at Christina, or we're looking at Whitney, Mariah, but we never actually got a chance to like act out, I think, those styles and those ways of singing, because time just passes so quickly, and then we're into the digital era.
Exactly.
T-Pain and Pretty Ricky and
yes,
all different kinds of artists. Yeah. So I think for me, I really want to bring it back to that like R&B.
Who are some of the artists that you like? I don't want to ask of today. Well, yeah, I'm asking today, or the past and the day that you admire, that you like.
Well, would you say like present day or in general?
Present day. General. You could do it. You could put in the whole global.
I'm really into Miguel. I love.
Yes, he's one I do like.
Yes, yeah. Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
I really like Party Next Door. Now that's like a little bit more of the trap side.
Yeah.
I think you have to have a mix. You just have to.
Yeah.
Who else do I like?
I mean, because we're not saying that though I'm just gonna say this: you are a very good singer, and the bottom line is you're a better singer than Michelle from Destiny's Child.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? So
she's an OG.
Yeah, she's an OG. She's an OG, but you're a better singer than Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. Shady. We just want to see the music grow and see you continue to grow too musically. What should we expect coming up in 2019? Because here it comes.
2019, you're gonna see me a lot of places. I'm gonna be everywhere. You're not going to be able to stop seeing my face because I'm going to just be putting out great quality music. And, you know, I'm really just looking to expand, grow my fan base, perform, tour, maybe do some modeling things if it makes sense.
Well, don't give that up because, you know, that's something that you knocked that out the box. So, I mean, don't never give that up.
I mean, I think it's all about just partnering with the right brands and the right things that are going to complement the music, because I'm a musician, I'm a singer, and I know, like, in this day and age, like when it comes to Instagram and things like that, my dad would always tell me, he's like, you got to make a decision. Do you want to be an Instagram person or you want to be an artist? He's like, because if you want to be an artist, you're going to be in the studio. You're not going to be taking pictures all the time. And it kind of hurt my feelings at first because, you know, when you're taking pictures, you're like, this is content. But the content is the music. And once that, once I really put my foot in and was in the studio all the time just making the music, people were recognizing me as an artist rather than a model. Right. And I think that's something that's important to me. Right. Not to knock modeling, but I want to be a singer, and they're very distinct, two different things. You have to sing to be a singer. So
exactly.
That statement really grounded me.
Yes.
Because all the amazing, talented, Grammy-winning musicians, they're putting in the work in the studio, and that's something that's going to manifest for myself. There it is. Well, look, Niqa, I thank you so much. It's beautiful, beautiful meeting you. And like she said when she came in, she said, oh, no, I'm getting ready to put out another record. And I'm coming back here, Bobby. That's what you said, right? We're coming back.
Oh, see, she said
coming back.
She's at, there it is. She's coming back, and she's going to introduce us to some more music. Please let everybody know your Instagram and all your social media where they can, know of all your experience that's coming up.
Hey guys, my name is Niqa Mor. You can find me on Niqa Mor Music at Facebook, Soundcloud. You can find me NIQA_MOR on Instagram and Twitter as well.
There you go. And remember, don't get it twisted, people. She's not an Instagram star.
I'm not.
She's an artiste.
I'm an artiste.
There you go. She puts in the work, and she sings. Niqa, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me here today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate you.
No doubt. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all don't disappear nowhere. We'll be back. Check it!